Here we go.
Hey guys, what's going on? Reflix here coming at you today with another task guide video. Today we're going over Jaeger's The Huntsman Path, the Eraser task. For this task, there's only one objective, and that's to kill Glukhar. Glukhar spawns here on reserve, and there's multiple spawns that he can come in at. And I'll go over these real quick, kind of the locations and areas where you can find him, and a little bit of strategy on how to kill him at each location. But the first place we're going to talk about is these two buildings here. It's Black Pawn and the Bishop building, or the school, depending on what people call it, the one with the really rich tech room right there. But first off, the Black Pawn room, Glukhar spawns. He spawns in with 6 of his little henchmen, lackeys, or bodyguards, or whatever you want to call them. They can have various gear, but a lot of times they have pretty good gear. So you're going to want to be really careful trying to take them in the open. If they were inside this building and you started shooting from out here, it's almost guaranteed death. You can try to shoot from the other roof at them, but a lot of times their accuracy is really high, and they'll just hit you from distance. So what I've seen a lot of people do is come up on this side of the building here, and get in this room and use it as kind of a choke point. If you hear Glukhar and his people inside, you shoot one and you tuck back, and they'll funnel in right here, and you just mow them down as they come through. Now, one thing you need to be aware of is that there are 7 of them total, including Glukhar. So when they do start rushing, you're going to have some high-capacity magazines to be ready to keep shooting, because they're going to keep coming. But for this task, you only have to kill Glukhar. So you don't have to survive, you don't have to kill the whole party, you don't have to loot anything, or you don't have to take anything out of the raid, you just have to kill him. So as long as you get the Glukhar killed, that's all you have to worry about. For the other building, there's not really a really good spot to kind of hold like that area. Really the main strategy, and the places I see most people fight him in this other building is on the first floor. They'll spawn all throughout the building, but then people will fight him on the first floor and just kind of hold the angles, waiting for him to come down the steps. They're not quiet, they're pretty loud when they're coming through, and they run. You'll hear him moving around. So a lot of people, try to get this corner room here, kill him on the steps, kill him in this doorway. But yeah, just try to use your angles, use cover as much as you can. And high capacity magazines up close is the only good recommendation. Just unload on foreheads. Like I said, from here you can try to snipe across, but you're gonna be sitting there picking at them forever. That'll work if you get a line on Glukhar, that's fine. But after these two buildings, there's a couple other spawns we're gonna check out. So now let's go over to the train buildings. All right, guys, we're over here in the train building. This is where the train shows up towards the end of the map. Glukhar can spawn on the train. Him and his henchmen can run out of there. When the train comes, I suggest if you're anywhere near this area, kind of find somewhere in cover, kind of peek out, look and see if you hear anything. If you don't get any contact from him right away, chances are he didn't spawn, because normally he rushes right out of the train. But he can also spawn all over here in the K buildings. What I do for if he's in the K buildings, there's 2 different approaches. You can either, attack the building, and try to clear it room by room, or I try to come up on this roof. You saw I went up those stairs, out on the roof, and jump up. I'll come up here and try to look across for him. Since the only goal is to kill Glukhar, not to survive or anything like that, you can get up here, and a lot of times he'll stand right out here in the front of the K buildings. You can see the big K, that's why they're called the K buildings. They all have Ks on them, they're numbered 2, 1, 4, 3, 6, 5. But he'll stand out front here, and you'll see him. You'll recognize Glukhar because he's got either a Santa hat or no hat, and he also wears a black t-shirt. So if you see someone with no armor and a black t-shirt, that's him. Be aware that shooting him in the chest won't kill him like normal scavs or raiders. He's got, I think, 990 health, so you're gonna have to do a lot of shots to the chest, or just really take your time and aim for the head if you get a moment. Raiders will spot you from this far away, but if you get up here and you're quick about it, you should be able to take him out before they start shooting you. And remember, the only objective on this task is to kill Glukhar. So if they end up killing you afterwards, as long as you get the kill on him, that's all that matters. The other approach to that building, if he spawns at K, is to run all the way inside of the K buildings. So, you can sit there and siege the K buildings. Normally you would want to approach from like the Knights or from Hermetic. You would not want to come from this direction. But once you get inside, you just kind of clear each building slowly. They can get up on the roofs, they can be down in the buildings, they can come out here on the front, they can go in this hole, they'll walk this whole path here, and they can also go up on top of Hermetic. But yeah, when you come in here, just kind of, you know, peek out and see if you see him. If you don't see him, you know, you can come in here. Say you see him and you hear him over there, and there's 3 of them. Well, if you pop out and try to fight him head up, you're gonna lose that fight. But if you shoot around, that'll draw their attention, and then they'll come at you, and you can catch them at this little angle here. Also, there's loot and stuff to pick up in here. But yeah, so that's it for this area. Another location is right across here in the night buildings. If I could jump. Another location the whole squad might spawn is over here in the night building. So these are the night buildings. This is White Knight. That building over here is Black Knight. The party can spawn in between these buildings or on the back side of the Black Knight building. When they're in this area, it's really hard to fight them. They use cover, they use flanking tactics. If you kill one from inside and they see you, they will push your building. They'll rush in and try to kill you. They'll, if you're on the first floor, they'll come in from multiple directions at the same time using like pincer tactics. The AI is really high for these raiders or bodyguards. So you really need to be careful trying to fight them at this location. I suggest trying to find something with range and pick them off from, you know, like all the way over there or possibly on top of one of the roofs, but just have someone cover a door. This is the hardest place, in my opinion, to fight them. Other than the night buildings, there's one other location that they can spawn, and that's downstairs under the hermetic bunker. So I'll show you guys how to get there from here. To get underneath hermetic, there's 2 ways in. You can either go in through the hermetic doors and go down the ramp, or you can come over here in this 3-story brick building. So if you run in this 3-story brick building, there's a tunnel. It's pretty much a straight line. Will get you straight down to. Go in this door here. Straight down to the bottom. Alright, so now we're under hermetic in where the food storage is. They can spawn the whole party, all 7 of them, down here. I don't suggest pushing it. If you find them and you see them, I don't suggest pushing into the room until you have a few of them picked off. I would use the little bait method. If you see one, kill him, and then just wait a minute, see if any of them push to you. If you try to take them all 7 head up, chances are you're gonna die. It's just a not very strategic or good risk versus reward assessment there. Unless you're just trying to kill Glukhar and he's the first one you see and you rush and kill him. But guys, that's all the spawns. If you run the map, you check all the locations and he isn't spawned, you can go hit the buzzer for another chance to spawn him, and he could spawn at any of these locations. And you can keep pulling the buzzer to try to proc him to spawn. But if none of that, you know, if none of that works, just reset and try again. But once you do finally kill Glukhar, this is a very rewarding task. You kill him, and you go back to Jaeger, report that you killed him. You get 30,000 experience, plus 0.05 rep with Jaeger, 200,000 rubles, 5,000 USD, and you get a weapon case. But guys, that's everything you need to know about the Eraser Part 1 task for Jaeger. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.